many times before here on Polk Place, the arts are a integral part of life here in Polk County. And we have Jane Waters Thomas here with us today to talk about a special program, kind of a new and unique program in starting up in the Eloise area.
That's right.
Jane, tell me a little bit about this after-school program.
Well, we opened up the Eloise Arts Center. It's literally located within a county-owned facility called the Frida and Johnny Brooks Eloise Resource Center. Half of that facility is now an art center for families and youth. And so starting September 9th, we're going to be offering after-school programming Monday through Friday, totally free of cost, and bringing in art instructors from all over the county who are volunteering their time to work with youth from our school system, homeschool, private school. Really doesn't matter. If they can get to our center, drop in, they have an opportunity to do art in one of the many art clubs.
So after-school programs are really important for anybody, you know, just to make sure that these kids aren't sitting at home by themselves or getting into trouble somewhere. But this is, talk to me about how important it is to work art into these types of programs.
This is a very unique program. One, it's free of cost to parents and to residents in our county for 17 years of age and younger, and the importance in that is that we're capturing them in the after-school hours. We can encourage them to do homework through Homework Club and then get to participate in what they really want to do and love to do, which is being creative. The importance in art and education in general is that it's the back door that powers science, technology, engineering, and math, STEM as we know it in our state. When you drop the art component, which makes that STEAM, you give a child what they need in creativity to be able to function at a higher level. Increases GPA, increases school attendance. There's a lot of things that we probably don't have time today to talk about. There's a lot of reasons that we want our kids involved in being the most creative being that they can be.
Right, and a lot of schools are kind of taking out or diminishing the art program, so it's great that they're going to have this outlet.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's at the Eloise Resource Center, which is it's on Snively Avenue, right?
It is. It is 710 Snively Avenue.
And is it only open to that community?
It is not. It is open to all of Polk County. Okay. You know, we have homeschool kids, we have private school kids, we have kids that are just, they get their education in various ways. You know, public school is obviously the most popular form of education system that we have. We have a lot of kids in the homeschool program. After school programming, because it's a drop-in, it's not curriculum-based. The after-school program, it's club-oriented, which makes it a more fun atmosphere. Well-directed, great art instructors with themes and plans and programs. But that after-school program is available to all of our residents in the county. You know, the way that we feel at Arts Ensemble is that the use of that facility is a gift to the arts, and so we want to gift that back to the community through the arts.
Okay, so you called it a drop-in program. Does that means that people don't have to sign up beforehand?
They do have to sign up. There is registration because all of our art instructors are background screened and certified, and we make sure that kids are in a safe environment. We need to be able to get a hold of parents, though, should something occur, and so we require registration for them to be a part of the program. Drop-in really means they may not be able to come 5 days a week, but because they can't come 5 days a week, I don't want that to eliminate their possibility of being able to get to a creative outlet. So if we have a kid that plays sports but also just digs cello or wants to do art, we want them to know that they can come 2 days a week, and that's perfectly okay.
All right. So what kinds of art instruction will they be receiving? You said cello, so music as well as maybe visual art and different
Absolutely.
things like that?
In that particular facility, we have a library. It's a bilingual library. And that's a writing studio, so we'll have instructors in that are teaching poetry writing and how to write your own book and those kinds of things, fun and engaging writing components. Then we also have the visual arts room, which is everything visual arts, including digital arts. And we have instructors that come in from Southeastern University as well as Full Sail University to help us in those programs. And then many of our local artists give back in a huge way. And they are scheduled to come in and teach painting and sculpting and those types of programs. Then in our music room, and that's definitely the hippest, coolest, loudest room that there is in the center. That's a recording studio and a music room. So for instance, on Tuesday afternoons, a gentleman named Logan Merrick, who is a professional drummer, his background is music engineering. He comes in and he teaches rhythm, and it's a free class. And so those are the kind of things that you can expect to see happening when you walk through the center.
Wow, lots of activity, lots of things going on. Okay, so you have all these different things, and it's free. Do the kids need to bring their own equipment or supplies? Or
nope, all that they really need to bring is a snack. We will have snacks there, but I want to make sure that they have what they're supposed to have. So they need to bring a snack and a great imagination. That's all that we need.
That's all. So do you have sponsors or anybody helping you put this together?
We do. Everything that we do at Arts Ensemble is sponsored and driven by local business owners who care to give back. And so always looking for additional sponsors. The after school program is brand new, so we definitely need sponsors for the after school program. I think that you touched on something that's very important about this particular program, and that is that it's a safe place. It's a safe way to get your kids off the street, or even better, to get them from out of their computer room or off their games,
off their phones.
That's right, right there. And so this program really engages kids in a safe environment, and you can't put a price on that, but there's a real price to doing it. And so without sponsor dollars and volunteers, these things don't happen. So we're always out looking for those kind of things. Volunteers and sponsors are our biggest resource that we need. But the program's going to happen, and we're going to carry on. The show must go on. So.
All right, great. Well, if people, how do people contact you if they want to become sponsors or even volunteers?
The best way to contact us is through our office phone line. We have somebody there that takes those calls all the time, and that's 863-293-2700. Definitely drop us an email. You can catch me at my name, JaneWatersThomas@AOL.com, or visit our website, artsensemble.com.
Okay, so you mentioned a little bit ago about the instructors. They're certified. You've got some coming from Southeastern, but I'm sure you always need more.
Always, right? Absolutely. Again, volunteers, and they are volunteers. Those are our most prized resources, our instructor volunteers. Because they're teaching their talent, and they're so passionate about it, and it's a lot of fun to watch them work. But without them, the education, the instruction can't happen. So we definitely need artists that want to give back.
Yes, I'm sure. Let's go back to the kids and how do they get there? Can they ride the school bus over to the arts center, or do they need to take public transit or get dropped off?
That's really going to be this year on their parents and their guardians to best determine how to get them to us. Of course, if they're in the Eloise or the Juanita community, that's just a walk to us, which is awesome. Lake Region is just right down the road, and then Winter Haven High School. But I'm thinking about kids that are over in Lakeland, and I have to plug our Winter Haven area transit terminal, definitely them, but our Polk County transportation system. We have a bus stop located on site. So if they have access to public transportation, we will fund them to get to us.
Okay.
So if they can get on a public transit bus, I will take care of their ride, but they have that available.
Wow. This is, you don't need to have supplies, you don't need to pay to get in, and you're going to take care of the transportation if they take the bus.
That's right.
This just sounds like an amazing program.
We're very lucky to be able to do this kind of stuff, and it takes a lot of partners and a lot of really big community partners. Our greatest sponsor and partner in all of our efforts is the Board of County Commission, and the resources that we have through the use of their facility. And then, of course, as we mentioned, the business sponsors that always take care of our art supplies and things like that. Parents do an amazing job of showing up with what we need to, and so I think that in our community in Polk County, one of the greatest blessings about our county is that when there's need, people come to it and they take care of it. And I see that across the county in everything that I do in community outreach and community education. So we're very blessed. It doesn't eliminate the need to continue to say we still need it, you know, but it just kind of happens. So, you know, my objective in the world is to offer as much free programming as I can to our youth. If we can get them to where they want to be when they're young, they are really successful young adults, and that's kind of the goal.
There you go. All right, well, always looking for more children to sign up, more art instructors, and donations if anybody wants to.
Definitely.
All right. Well, thanks, Jane, for coming on the show and sharing this amazing opportunity with us.
Thank you so much.
So if you have if you have a school-aged child who is interested in the arts or music, you really want to make sure that you get them involved in the Eloise Arts Center after-school arts program. The program is completely free. It's after school 5 days a week from 2 to about 7 p.m. And it's a drop-in program, which means you don't have to show up every single day. You can still participate, even if it's only a couple days a week. Make sure you register before you show up so that they know how many students are going to be there and how to get in touch with the parents. For more information, you can go online to artsensemble.com, or you can give them a call at 863-293-2700. But you're not going to want to miss this amazing after-school opportunity.